problem with this move?
I think it's a typical Colt move. I mean, here's a team that needed a franchise quarterback. There were two out there. They have a chance at two. They don't take them. They end up coming back into the picture to get Trent Dilfer. They take an outside linebacker, not even a true outside linebacker. Somebody has to learn coverage in Trev Alberts. They have Coriat, they have Harad. They do have a hole that developed with the release of Dwayne Bickett. But to pass up a Trent Dilfer when all you have is Jim Harbaugh, give me a break. That's why the Colts are picking second every year in the draft, not battling for the Super Bowl like other clubs in the National Football League.
Who in the hell is Mel Kiper? My neighbor has more credentials than Mel Kiper, and my neighbor's supposed to.
What do you want to cover first, our players?
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Friday. Thank God it's Friday for you people. Thank God it's Friday. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind for this Friday edition of my morning drive. Yes, my morning drive. I was going to do a stream last night. I was. But it didn't happen. Sorry, everybody. Didn't happen. So, we got some streams coming up. We'll see about tonight. Maybe we'll slide one in before Mark Holmes' live stream. Or maybe I'll join Mark. Maybe I'll join him. I don't know. I know he tried to call me, and I was outside doing stuff, and then I forgot to call him back. Sorry, Mark. I'll reach out to you today. But then Saturday and Sunday, me, Loyal Cowboy, possibly Phil. Now Phil's saying he's busy, so I don't know. Probably me and Loyal Cowboy doing the WrestleMania live stream. So we'll have fun with that. It's a yearly. We try to do a couple WWE events a year. Obviously, WrestleMania being one, and we normally do the Elimination Chamber. So maybe SummerSlam we'll do every now and again. So stay tuned for that tomorrow night. But yeah, man, we're just grinding away here. I had to go to Cherry Hill yesterday afternoon. I was texting Eagles Drew. I was in his old stomping ground driving through Camden. When I leave, I got to go kind of through Camden to kind of turn around and go hop on the 42 and then AC Expressway. But I digress, Vinny Hagen. What's going on, everybody? We're sitting here, today's Friday. 6 days. We're 6 days out from the NFL draft. It's funny, the more, I know Eagles Drew is going to laugh at this, but just how I'm looking at these players, I got a strong feeling that Dallas is going to take a running back at 12. I do. Just looking at all the tea leaves. I mean, I don't know. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, everybody. You take a receiver at 12, right? Who are you comfortable with late in the draft? I know Mark Hutchinson would be happy with us taking a wide receiver. I mean, a running back at 12. I keep flip-flopping. The more I talk about it, the less I think it's going to happen. But just be on the lookout, right? Just be on the lookout for running back in the first round. Now, if McMillan and Golden are there, I don't know. Probably McMillan. I keep flip-flopping. That's how you know Dallas is finally doing a decent job not tipping their hand. The only body that's consistently mocked Omarion Hampton to the Cowboys has been Mel Kiper, the OG. So, here's my thing. In a vacuum, close my eyes, wake up, we got Omarion Hampton. I love it. I love it. I think it'll fit fine. You know what Dallas did last year in a stronger draft? They waited. Now, I'm not saying stronger in the running back field. I would not say that. If you're looking for special, you can't wait too long. 44, they may be all gone. Special. We're talking. Listen, I like Tootin. Let me know what you think about Tootin out of Virginia Tech. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Boshin Tootin? Put in the comments. Tootin. He ran a 4.240, I believe, or a 4.3 at the combine. Physical runner. can take it to the house. That's kind of what I want. I want a Henderson. I want a Tootin. Something like that. You know what I mean? Obviously, a Genty. He going to be gone. So I'm talking myself out of Hampton at 12 again. Oh, Lord have mercy. I need to stick to my guns, everybody. But let me circle back to that before we're done the video. No stopping today, baby. I got a lot of the liquid gold. Yes, I do. So, Ryan Ramczyk, New Orleans Saints, retiring offensive tackle or guard. Put it in the comments. Anyway, Pro Bowler, just retiring. Maybe they knew about it. Maybe they didn't. He's going to announce their draft pick, their second round draft picks. Hell of a career. Again, I still believe that the New Orleans Saints are taking a quarterback at 7. I do. I think the way the board is falling for the Cowboys is the best possible scenario. I still think the best place to be is at the bottom of the first round, and it's working to the Eagles' advantage. The stars are aligning for the birds like they always do these days. And I'm the type of person that believes you create your own good luck. So kudos, because they're going to sit there and get a great pick, possibly even trade down. I don't think they're going to trade out of the first round because of the 5th-year option. Eagles are talking about, this is what's going on with Dallas Goedert, everybody. This is what's going on. I'll make this my thumbnail because I've been hammering the draft. I'm close to this situation, okay? Try to keep quiet. Say what you want, Eagle fans. Howie's negotiating in the media. He is, and he's getting down to the nitty gritty. Eagle fans, he does not want Dallas Goedert. The Eagles, they don't want him gone. They do not want Dallas Goedert gone from the organization. They want him to continue his career. They want him to take a pay cut. They're still drafting a tight end in his draft. Book it. See, this is what happens. Right now, my Eagle people, Lou Branch, you need to comment. I'm just going to talk to you. You used to be a channel member. But I'm going to bring you up anyway, out of respect, sir. You need to comment on the positive things as well. Not just me talking about Eagles. Eagles are part of my subscribers. Shit, a lot of my channel members are Eagle fans. I got friends, serious friendships there. So, I need your opinion, Lou Branch. Don't tell me I'm hating, because there's nothing negative in this. Just like when I say, Drew, Dallas has had the most All-Pros. I'm just reacting to when somebody runs their diarrhea of the mouth and doesn't know what they're talking about, that we don't know how to draft, or we somehow slipped in the draft. Yeah, we're not hitting at a 60% clip. You're right. Nobody is. Now, we could pick out drafts that we like, but that's for another conversation. I was just responding to the narrative that we can't draft because of Mozzie Smith. Oh, okay. Mozzie's not done playing. He got better this year. He's not first round pick. But, let's not kill Mozzie just yet. But anyway, circling back. Dallas Goedert, they do not want to move on from him unless somebody blows them away. This is the worst time of year to make a trade because draft picks are worth more now than at any point throughout the whole year, right? Just like the old adage, if you want to trade next year's draft pick, okay, let's say I'm acquiring Dallas Goedert, right? Let's say in a normal year, right, with what he wants and his age, third or fourth round pick, okay? Maybe 4th round. Not that we have one, but you get the point. And you say, well, why only a 4? Well, again, you're paying the player his age. But if you're going to trade next year's pick, you drop down a round. It has a round less value. You would have to give a number 5 or a number, or you would have to give a third round next year, is what I'm trying to say, if you want a trade for Dallas Goedert. You may be able to get him for a fifth this year, but you want him next year, it's going to cost you at least a fourth. And that's what might happen in the draft, to the detriment of the Eagles. But I think the Eagles have enough draft picks. They're going to draft one anyway, but I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's risky is a word you could use. It's arrogant. I don't like that word, but arrogant to think that you're going to replace Dallas Goedert with a rookie, unless it's Mason Taylor. I'm on record as saying I really like Mason Taylor, along with Brian Broaddus. Fannin Jr. is upside. He doesn't block. Ferguson I like. Some later guys. Loveland. Shit, Eagles could sit at 32 and take Loveland if they want. I don't believe they're doing that. I believe they're going probably round 2 for a tight end. But they're not really trying to trade Dallas Goedert. They're trying to get him to take a pay cut. I think he's on the cap for over $15 million. Again, when you sign everybody, I know what the bottom line says, just like Dallas. I know what their people are saying. Well, Dallas has got all this money. They do. And Dallas is on record as saying that they're going to address some of these situations. They're not done, but they're getting focused on the draft. At this point, nobody's going to be signed before the draft, and then you don't lose any of your comp picks. Eagles may do the same thing. There's a lot of players still out in free agency. And it's better for the players to hold off too at this point. That way you can kind of see what you're dealing with as far as competition going into training camp. But Dallas Goedert, they want to keep him, but they want to squeeze some money out of him. Again, if I'm Dallas Goedert, you have to look at the big situation. I don't know exactly what the Eagles are offering. Are they redoing a deal where he could finish his career there? I would definitely look into that. But Dallas Goedert also has to take care of himself. Please don't hold Dallas Goedert in any sort of disregard. It's not Dallas Goedert's fault that Eagles have a great roster and they're going to have to pay him. You see what I'm saying? So, very, very interesting times with the Birds. You're coming off a Super Bowl. This is what happens. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, Lou Branch, that you guys are dealing with this stuff. Which I was dealing with it as a Cowboy fan. It's been a long time. Winning regular season games just ain't cutting it for me anymore. But, that being said, do I believe Dallas Goedert will be traded? I'm going to get this wrong, Lou Branch. And that's what I'll hear from Lou. I'll hear, Gabe Time got it wrong. Well, listen. I'm going to lean on, I think, Howie Roseman. I think cooler heads prevail. He's going to reach out to Dallas and try and get something done. I don't know Dallas Goedert. I don't know people surrounding Dallas Goedert. Eagles want to keep him. That's what I'm going to stick with. I'm not going to make a prediction. Eagles want to keep Dallas Goedert. They want him to take less money. Maybe they can come up with a glove restructure. Maybe they can do that. But you just won a Super Bowl, Dallas Goedert. I think Dallas Goedert, a team, just look at the teams. I haven't analyzed it right now. Think about it and put it in the comments. Look over the landscape. What's a team that could use a Dallas Goedert? I say Kansas City Chiefs. I think you got an aging Travis Kelce. Maybe the San Francisco 49ers, right? Now, they're going to want to draft first, all these teams. So I believe, I'm going to finalize this video by saying, I believe Dallas Goedert stays with the Birds, at least through the draft. It's not optimal for Dallas, but it might be better for him to wait till after the draft. Because there is a nice amount of tight ends in this draft that might be interested in Dallas Goedert. Wait, and you could get a better player. That being said, that's it for me. I'm going to try and do a lunchtime chat. I know I've been saying it, but I need to start doing some more of these vertical live streams. I might be going back to the roots soon, so stay tuned for that. I know a lot of people would be excited. I'll be able to do more stuff. Getting up at this 4 o'clock is rough on me, so 4:45. It's for the birds. It's easier on my body, but not my mind. So, anyway, talk to everybody later. Dallas Goedert, I think, is staying for now. What says you? Late.